What's up, guys? It's your boy DopeRandy back at it again with another F1 race. As this time, we're going to do the Mexican Grand Prix in Mexico City. Last race, it was actually really good for us as we got the pole in the Texas Grand Prix. We stayed in the top 10 the whole day. We finished P9 again. And I think we're starting to hit the corner, guys. We are starting to gain some momentum. Hopefully we can keep it up in Mexico. But before that, we have some things to attend to.
And the big elephant in the room, the fact that we've got 5 races left. I believe it's time that we go all out here and go ahead and change up the ports for the rest of the season. Oh, wait. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. That'll be fine. Next is, we got a lot of money to spend now. Holy cow. Is there any that well, let's just go ahead and build this up. Alright, we'll get on that and then O&D. So the last video, we didn't get that. We'll just go ahead and just take that. And then, what's next? Yeah, I think we need to go ahead and get this out of the way too. Yeah, our tire road needs to be better. So let's just get that out of the way as well. So that should be that. We're building up our course slowly but surely here. I am proud. Unless we have 5 races left, I think it's time to Ferrari. Like, we have a tight battle here. There's going to be battles all the way across the end of this season. But let's go.
Let's go to Mexico. At the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez. And I will see you there. As we have hit the track for qualifying here for Mexico City. I like what we got. We'll say though, having the pole at Texas.
We've been pushed down to P22.
Hold. Having the pole in Singapore. Having the pole in Texas. I mean, if we can go for 3 poles in a row, that would be insane. They might call me a qualifying merchant, but we've always been able to get generated raw speed out of the car. That has not been the issue. Even when we got a purple sector 1. Even when, oh well, it's not purple. It's not purple. I don't know why the game does that. Tricks me. But no, I don't know why. Oh, I will say this feels really good now. So we're coming into sector 3, pushing it to the absolute limit. Fernando Alonso with a 1:15.4 coming to the flag. We got a 1:15.3.
Bienvenidos to the most populous city in North America. The legendary Jim Clark won the first official F1 race back in 1963 here, and we've had a veritable who's who of winners ever since. It's Mexico City, and therefore the Mexico City Grand Prix. At 2,285 meters above sea level,
dang, it's a yeah.
Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez poses a unique challenge, not just to a driver's skill, but to the efficiency of their engines as well.
17 corners.
Take a lap of this 2.6-mile circuit, expect incredible speeds in excess of 220 miles per hour, and overtaking into the braking zones of turn 1 and turn 4. Let's run you through the
for the Mexican starting grid, and you will see for the 3rd race in a row by 82 thousandths of a second we got the pole again.
Leclerc, Verstappen, Oscar Piastri, Hamilton, Perez,
as we go through the rest of the field.
Norris, Stroll, Sainz, Gasly,
Science is back in P11 though.
Hulkenberg, Sonoda, Joe, Ricardo, Ocon,
Oh boy.
Sargent, Teo Pourchaire, Bottas, and Kevin
Ah.
Magnussen fills the last spot on the grid.
And K
It's almost time
Mag.
for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. And alongside me in the commentary box, my old friend, Anthony Davidson. As we all know, every single driver wants to know what's required of them. And this driver, I think things are pretty stable at the moment. They're
Here, I
doing-
think we alright. We know we're pretty good at the moment. So yeah, that's that. That's that. Yeah. Let's rock and roll. 36 laps. And yeah, this is the third race in a row we've qualified on the pole.
Okay,
That's
so
amazing.
Checks are good. We need to stay in formation and start bringing the car up to temperature, please. Get some load into the tyres and work the brakes. We want them nice and warm by the end of this lap.
And it just shows I think this shows the development in our program. Cause I mean, I remember even back to Bahrain at the very beginning of the year. We've qualified last a couple of times,
No rain expected. No rain expected for the time being.
but we've always put the car higher than expected. Heck, even in the Red Bull ring, we even qualified in the top 10 in the middle of the season. So qualifying has not been the issue, but with the car getting upgraded as it has been, I mean, this is a bonus. I was scared that we wasn't going to get points for a while, and now we've gotten 2 of the last 3. And hopefully we can do it again here today in Mexico. I don't think we have a chance of winning. Well, I shouldn't say that. You never know. Tires are up to temp. We are going to be on the outside, but we're going to go down this long straight here. It's basically going to be a straight shot.
Superb parking.
Now I know the last race in Texas when we started on the pole, we did not get the best jump.
Start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed.
It has to be better here. Or we could just go sideways. Here we go. We're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and away we go. We get up to a better start, but Leclerc got up to an amazing start, and oh, I'm gonna get fucking split. 3 wide with Alonso and Leclerc, and they're gonna split us both. They're still side by side. Going into turn 1, Leclerc and Alonso side by side, still side by side. This is amazing racing, but Leclerc's gonna get the momentum, and the Ferrari is gonna go from P3 to P1 before we even hit the second sector of lap 1. We're gonna settle into P3. We got Checo is now behind us. I don't know what happened, Sergio Perez. I don't know what happened to Verstappen, the other Red Bull. And Hamilton is in 5th. So we have a shakeup. Leclerc. Yeah, Leclerc got out of there like a bat out of it, like a rocket ship car. Yeah, like it was. And he's gonna get the jump. DRS is enabled this lap, but yeah, Leclerc shot out of there like a cannon. And he is starting to pull away from us a little bit. as okay. We just have to maintain basically what we've been doing. We just need to maintain. We do get a purple sector 1 right off the bat. But I think it's about to go away in sector 2. Oh, as I get loose. And that's going to allow Checo to get in the DRS of me, but I'm going to be in the DRS of Fernando. So it's going to balance itself out. As I take out the cone. Oh, this cone is loose. It is loosey-goosey.
Alonso's just put in the fastest lap of the race.
I see that. Fernando has put in the fastest lap of the race. And he's going to go for the lead on Leclerc. But he can't do it. Meanwhile, Sergio has caught up to us a little bit. Pulled away from Hamilton, just a smidge. Yeah, that Aston Martin's flying. But Leclerc is starting to gap it back a little. Gap it back. I need to stop getting loose. The wheel spin is oh, it's see the track. Yep. It's see the track limits. Can't be doing that. Can't be getting those types of warnings on lap number 3 in a 36 lap race. That's the last thing we need.
You might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible.
And Sergio runs the fastest lap. And he's going to try to... Well, okay, that was way easier than I expected that to be. And yeah, Sergio is going to get around us for P3. Right after he sets the fastest lap of the race. And this... I don't like where this pace is going. On lap 4. Let's go back to P4. As we just need to settle into a rhythm, guys, because this is bad. And Sergio sets another fastest lap. The Red Bull seems to be flying, as it looks like Hamilton is going to try to get around. And he does. You know, it feels like I'm getting set up here. I'm getting set up in Sector 1. As it looks like Verstappen's not going to get around. Not on my watch, pal. And we are clear. Yeah, I am straight up not having a good time here, as Verstappen's gonna look under, but he can't do it. Yeah, I feel I am a sitting freaking duck at this point. But I blocked Verstappen, but I can't block Science. As Science is up in the... Oh, I am getting...
Try to keep focus.
Okay, like, buddy. I lose 2 spots in one... I can't do anything. I'm back to P7. I feel like I can drop further than that. This car is slow. That's another one. On lap 6 too. Yeah, this race has gotten off to a terrible start. Whoa! And there... Slam.
Mind that front wing, it's going to need replacing if it takes too much damage. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 0.2 seconds.
I am fucked. And I am back to P12 in the blink of an eye with a busted up... You know, I know they got DRS. And I don't, but this is kind of a joke at this point, right? Right? And I think I hurt Piastri a lot. We're gonna get around him, but he's probably gonna have to come down pit road. Because I severely handled that McLaren. Yeah, there he goes into the pits. This sucks. P11. We were forced 7 laps ago. 8 laps ago. Heck as heck, we were forced. And what makes it even worse, they're catching us. That little Hulkenberg Sonoda group, they're catching us. It was 8 seconds, and now it's down to 6. But we can't give up, we have to concentrate. Gotta make this call better somehow. Cause yeah, like I was saying, I know they have DRS, and I don't. But it's like frick, but it's like dog.
In front is a second a lap faster, 1 second.
Shut up. Now it's not the time to say that. I'm already discouraged as it is. The ad makes it even worse.
Okay, be aware, the grip levels are going to start falling away soon.
And I'm gonna have to undercut this. I don't even want to look at the I know I keep hitting that wrong too. Like some of these corners I cannot hit. 36 on the left rear, I mean that's not awful. It's not good, but it's not bad. At the same time. Yeah, we just need to settle into a groove. That's all we need to do. Focus on
Caution, caution.
caution. We got a Ferrari slowing down here, and that would be Carlos Sainz is slow, really slow, and he's pulled off. Oh, I just see smoke.
Okay, they're out of this race.
Yeah, Sainz is out of this race. And the smooth operator. I mean, hey, we're back into the points. 1 point. But 1 point is better than 0 points. As now I just need to maintain. Because you've got this gap to Sonoda is at 5.5. The gap to I'm not even gonna look at Stroll and Gasly. Because that little DRS train is pointless. I will say though, it's just Yuki and
Behind, 0.0 seconds.
0.0 seconds. I will say, yeah, it is only it is just those two. Yeah, I don't even see Lance and Gasly in the frame anymore. That's how bad it's gotten. It's up to 7.5 seconds ahead. Like, damn.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 8.1 seconds.
And it's growing too. That makes it even worse. So it makes you wonder. Yeah, like freaking like every single car in that top 9 plus Sainz and Oscar. What did they get? Cause it's like yellow flag, and we got a Stroll. There was Stroll sideways off into the grass. Whoa, watch out, Randall. I don't think that's gonna be a safety call. It is. It's still a mess. Green flag is back out. Okay, I need to pay attention to what the fuck I'm doing. I'm starting to lose it. So what happened to Lance? As he just lost it. Oh, he was with Gasly. He was with Pierre Gasly and Russell and all of that. I don't know. I don't know. But he's staying out though. So he must have not gotten any damage. He must have just looped it. And yeah, and I believe we're gonna pit this lap. Yeah, we'll pit in this lap. I can't take this for much longer. Hold tires. I'm gonna change this a little bit.
That gap ahead, please. 13.4 seconds.
Bye. I'm gonna change the downforce a little bit. I think we're gonna be okay with that. Well, I don't know. I mean, I still feel like we're getting out. We're gonna raise it. We're gonna go up. I can take, because I can just overcompensate with the battery.
Okay, go, go, go. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
Alrighty. And of course, there's Oscar is back here as well. So these hordes have to go 22 laps to see a payoff of the finish line. And I believe we can do it. The question is, what's it going to be like? Because you saw what happened in Austin last race. We pitted early because it was basically the exact same situation where our tires were becoming bad. We pitted early. The last couple of laps of that race was bad in terms of our pace. But we did up the downforce. I mean, I will say, we've chopped off a second of Piastri.
ERS is low, ERS is low. Consider changing mode on your MFD, or lift a little with gentle braking into corners to recharge it.
I'm good. Yeah, it's like it was about 7.7 and a quarter of 7.25 seconds.
Okay, so gap to the car ahead.
On Oscar.
5.3 seconds.
And we've already caught a second and a quarter on him. I figured we was going to catch Magnussen and Ricardo, being on older used mediums. And that was the one thing I couldn't do.
Okay, we've been given a time penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the end of the race. Get your head down and let's get it done.
Alright. That's what we're going to have to do. On a whole another part of the track, too. I mean, it's just insane, though. Look at the gap from the top 5, and then you have Lando, George, and Gasly, and then this little, and then it is a huge gap. And now we've cut 2 seconds into Piastri. He caught the traffic at the absolute worst possible time for him, and it shows. And now it's, yeah, basically my 3 seconds in comparison to Piastri got wiped out. And I'm gaining more and more as it goes here. Like if they pit, the longer these guys, well,
Okay, Magnussen in the pits.
Some of them pit. But Piastri still has traffic to deal with because I see him. He's right there. And he's not going to get around Ricardo. So he might just be stuck in that little... at that caboose. To at least the end of this lap.
And gap to the car in front, 4.0 seconds.
And yeah, look at Tsunoda was literally he was the closest call to me. I gained 5 seconds on Yuki. At least. It's actually around like 6. With the temperatures coming up, it's going to be about 6. And it's now I'm now under 3 seconds behind Piastri. And this is where it's going to really slow him down, is this little technical sector 3. Now under 2 seconds. They both come down pit road.
Okay, Teo's in the pits. Teo in the pits.
And yeah, they both come down. But look at the gap. It is under 2 seconds. Now the problem is I've got a 3-second time penalty. And we're about to see how fast that McLaren really is. It should, compared to us, it should be a rocket ship. But he's got older tires. I will say it's the wrong older tires. And I don't like how he's already pulling away from us. Like, right off the bat. But yeah, I don't like how he's pulling away already. At least... trying to think, has everyone pitted? We will P9. Well, no. Will we? We should be P9. Oh, no, that's right. Yeah, no, I'm an idiot. Piastri was an uphill. That's right. So, yeah. Stroll has kind of came back. Problem is... yeah, Stroll is fast. And I think he's going to get us. Even though it says 9 seconds, it's actually 6. Because somebody decided to get a little cute. It spit it in all three. All
okay,
three.
Gap ahead, 2.6 seconds.
Yeah, all 3 of the track infringements happened in Sector 2, and it happened in those S's. I don't know. Like, I know that Aston Martin's fast. I mean, heck, you got the other ones in 2nd place. But yeah, Stroll is flying, dog. I don't think I'm going to get points. I know that's kind of pessimistic of me as we're only walking lap 20. And I do have a 9-second lead. That's retroactively a 6-second lead. But you gotta face the facts here, brother. And I mean, all I can do is just try to maintain the gap. Because I feel like I'm fat. Like, even though I am getting killed on the straights. The DRS zones, I'm getting killed. Okay, and that just goes back to the same problem that we've been dealing with since the very beginning of this series. And it's the fact that we have the aerodynamics and the downforce.
We need to get to the end of the race on these tires.
Oh, we know. I know I gotta get to the end of this race. But no, it just goes back. Yeah, we have the downforce and the aerodynamics of a wet paper bag on a hot summer's day. Case in point. Case in point. We've gotten better, as you have seen, but it still ain't enough. As she has Stroll is, he's got it now right at 8. The only benefit is the fact that he's fast enough to the point where he's pulled away from Yuki's DRS.
Gap to the next car is around 3 seconds.
That's the only saving grace I've got. Because yeah, I don't think I'm gonna catch Piastri. He may have to pit again, I doubt it though. And right now we've kind of just hit a lull. We have definitely hit the lull. That's on going lap 22. I mean, I think it took me 22 laps, but I finally did that corner right. Miracles can happen. I mean, I will say, this is probably our chance. If we get a safety car or a red flag, we might be cut. Unless we can pull back away. As we want a run 18-7, a 1:18.7. We kind of dug into Oscar just a smidge, not a lot, but it's a smidge. I'll tell you what would be a game changer, and that would be if we could somehow, you know, I might do that line. We gained a little bit.
The car in front, 2.9 seconds.
But no, a game change, well, a potential game changer, I should say, would be if we could somehow latch on to Oscar's DRS. And have him tow us around these straights. Cause I mean, yeah, Oscar is a really good driver and the McLaren is a bad rocket ship over here. But I feel like I can hang. And I'm gonna have to do it because Stroll is now under 7. As I butcher that little S. It's gonna gain a half a second. Now I'm fucking everything up. I just lost a second on everybody. That was a really bad lap. A 120.353. That was a disaster of a lap. We need to get. I just need to keep clawing away as we're working lap 25 here. Well, that's a start. Yeah, that's a start.
Be aware these tyres need to go the distance. 3.4 seconds.
We're actually starting to gain just a little bit more. But again, that's the problem though. But I mean, we're doing alright. Problem is, yeah, I think your problem, that was a almost 9/10 of a second faster that lap than compared to the last lap.
The car behind is lapping faster than us by around a second a lap.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. I feel like if we're comparing me, Oscar, and Stroll's the fastest car amongst the three of us. Now that is because he's got the fresher. That is part of it. But it's also, I mean, he's just chilling. And the further this race goes, the worse the tires are going to get. And now Oscar is... Yeah, I feel like I'm cooked. Yeah, look at Stroll. He is literally all by himself, and he is just pulling that Aston Martin all the way. He's going to get into the points. Because, yeah, look at Chow back there in P12. He's 6 seconds behind Stroll. And just when the pit stops ended, Stroll was in that pack. That's how fast he is. That's how fast that car is. And Oscar has pulled away from us again. This time it's to a point where I don't think I'm going to catch him. Even without the 3 seconds, I don't think I'm going to get to him. The only chance I have is if his tires go worse than us. But we've been known to have some pretty bad tire wear. That's why we've been having to do these that's why we've been doing these extreme undercuts. I can't do it. Stroll is now 2.5 seconds behind us. Zhao's slowly catching us too, but I don't think it's really gonna matter. It ain't to the point where Like, the worst we're gonna finish is P11. Unless we wreck it, which I don't plan on wrecking. But yeah, I mean, I didn't, like... I figured this race could be... I figured this race could go somewhat similar to Texas. In the fact that it...
The gap that we're trailing the car ahead by 4.5 seconds.
Yeah, it's still 4.5. Gap is still 4.5. But no, but I say it could go similar to Austin because, so we started out on the pole. We basically stayed in the front half of the field, the front half of the top 5, mostly to about lap 9 or 10. We fell back to P6 by our first pit stop. And then we just fixed it. We fixed it up, and we got a P9 out of it. I think the one saving grace from that race that didn't happen in this race was the fact that everyone got so spread out in Austin. That did not happen in this race. And I mean, you can still kind of see it. The top 5, you can see the top 5 going into Sector 1 right now. Leclerc, the 2 Red Bulls. You got, yeah, that's Leclerc's winning. Leclerc winning. Fernando's in P2. Looks like that's Hamilton.
Manage your tires.
I know. Hamilton's in P3, and the 2 Red Bulls are P4 and P5. In Texas, it was not like that, and Stroll has now caught us. And meanwhile, all that happened. Yeah, that's insane. And he's got the fresher tires. I'm gonna put up, I mean, I know I have the penalty, so it kind of really don't matter in the end game, but I'm gonna try and defend Mr. Stroll. For everything I got, I mean, what's... But I will say a safety car here would probably now definitely kill us. Or kill our results of a good finish, I should say.
Keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 5.7
I'm gonna
seconds.
chop off the inside line. As we are gonna go through Sector 3. And we are gonna complete lap number 30. 6 laps to go. There goes Stroll. I'm gonna block. He has nowhere to go. He's boxed. Boxed up like a... Oh, well. What does he think? Well, shit. So much for getting boxed.
Come on, you can win that place back.
No, I can't. Look how quick he is. Yeah, like, I cannot compete with that. I've already lost this DRS, which I was kind of hoping I would get. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm not even gonna have his DRS for a lap. Well, this sucks. Back to P11. I go. And now I might have to worry about. Well, no.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 18.5 seconds.
Because, yeah, Yuki, all of a sudden, has kind of chucked into this gap a little bit. As a matter of fact, it looks like there's a train that has the fill-up teal. We have a DRS train, and that's... oh. Okay, at that time I had to exceed track limit, so I was going straight into the freaking DHL signs.
Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 1.8 seconds.
Yeah, I was going to go straight into the DHL bins if I didn't. Four laps to go. And yeah, I doubt that Yuki's gonna get at me. Because remember, it says 8.2, but it's actually 5.2. But I mean, it ain't like P11 is gonna be much different from the P12. I mean, heck, it ain't a P11 and a P12 and a P13. It's all exactly the same if you think about it. Oh, I'm just in my feels. I will say, I don't think this call was a top 10 pace call. Because, I mean, yeah, you guys have to even... Carlos Sainz DNF'd out of this race. And he would have definitely been in the top 10. He would have been ahead of Stroll and ahead of Oscar, for sure. So P11, P12 is about justified. It's about justified. As we're coming to 3 laps to go. Yuki only gained about... I mean, I won't even say a half a second. Now he's gaining a little bit. Well, never mind, because Chow, well... Chow has well, so much for that. As Xiao and Yuki are now side by side in the P.O.s, and that gap has ballooned back up to 8.5. Or 8. And now Chow has a stranglehold on that spot. As I don't know what the fuck I'm doing at this point.
4.0 seconds.
Yeah, what kind of cooked? And I don't think Oscar's gonna pit. I doubted he would, but it's not gonna matter at this point. 2 laps to go. Stroll has caught in and Stroll has cut into Stroll's gap, by the way. Well, Stroll has cut into Stroll has caught into Piastri a little bit. It's about 4.5 seconds. He's fast. I know Piastri and I are on older hard tires, but it's still pretty impressive. As it looks like the top 5 has started the last lap of the race. Well, I say top 6 now because it looks like Lando has kind of joined the chat a little bit. And it looks like they have strung out just a smidge. As Leclerc looks like he's going to win. A Red Bull is going to finish second. Hamilton's going to finish third. Lando's going to finish fourth. Fifth.
Okay, final lap. Let's go.
As we're walking the last lap of the race. Let's see, it's Leclerc, a Red Bull, Hamilton, another Red Bull, Lando, Fernando, and then George and Gasly. That's the top 7. 8. Take it back. As we've got a really stiff battle going on here between Chow and Yuki for that P12. Hulkenberg has appeared in the chat. Charles Leclerc does win the Mexico Grand Prix. And something has happened because he just stopped. Or it might just be a celebration. And we're going to come home, it looks like in P11. P11. That's fine.
And that's the end of the race. See you in Parc Ferme.
And Leclerc does win driver of the day. I think he led every lap from P3 to P1 in the blink of an eye. So fair play. Fair play.
After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in
We
store
finished
for us next
P11.
time
It was
out.
Verstappen,
Be sure to join us once again
Lewis,
as we
Sergio,
continue
Lando,
to bring
Fernando,
you all the
George
excitement
Pio,
of Formula One.
Oscar and Lance were the top 10. That was about what I expected. That's about what I expected. It's all good. We'll take a look at the points and we'll get out of here. There's only 4 races left. The next race, oh, it's Sao Paulo is the next race. That could be interesting. We will do that in the next video. And the Ferrari constructors gap it's still huge. And Leclerc got a key forced over Verstappen in P2. That's now a 37-point gap. Still doable, but it's gonna have to take a lot to happen. We're still time with Hulkenberg for P16 on the table. It's all good. Alright, that's gonna do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. The next race, like I said, is in Sao Paulo. And you have a good one, guys. Peace out.